Welcome back to Simple Builds. We have a very exciting video, throwing it back a little bit to one of our older videos, a super cheap budget transformation on my friend's 8th gen Honda Civic. My goal is to fix this car up for him and hopefully stay around $100. That is our budget for today's video, because a lot of you guys can find $100 to do a little cheap budget transformation on your own vehicle, and it might be in pretty rough shape like this one. Like I said, it does have around 300,000 miles. It's a daily/commuter car, but it doesn't have to be dirty and ugly. So we're gonna be fixing it up. Let's jump on to the first thing that we're gonna address. Before we do any kind of modification, the number one and best thing to do on a budget to transform your car is to just clean it. Just wash it, clean the exterior, clean the interior. That is the very first step we're gonna take on this Honda Civic. So let's pull it outside and start cleaning this thing up. Last step of the car wash is always using a microfiber drying towel. This one is on our site right now for sale, and it gets you entered into our latest giveaway, which is our Mark 6 Volkswagen GTi.
If you haven't seen yet, we are giving away this 2013 Volkswagen GTi 6-speed manual. This is an awesome daily for one of you guys. Make sure to click the link down below, simplebuilds.shop. Get entered. Every $1 you spend on the site is one entry. The deadline is at the end of this month, so be sure to jump in, get entered, and be sure to jump into the Simple Motor Club that gets you automatically entered into this and every giveaway that we do with 400 entries.
So guys, be sure to get entered into that. This drying towel is one of the really cool things on our site, like I mentioned, and it is on sale right now. So be sure to go jump over and get some cool products from the site, simplebuilds.shop. Once again, that's gonna be the link down in the description, or jump into the motor club. That's gonna get you 400 entries and automatically entered into this giveaway and all the others, and supports content that we make like this one for you guys to keep doing the budget builds. Hopefully get back into the Transforming Subscribers Cars series. So that's all gonna help support the channel. So let's dry this car off and then we'll jump on to the next step. So the outside is all cleaned up pretty much as best as we can get it. So let's jump on to the inside. I'll show you guys a couple very cheap, fast, easy, and effective tips to clean your interior. So let me jump in here. You saw a little bit on the intro about how dirty this car is on the inside, but as you can tell, it definitely has seen better days. But let's go ahead and get all the crap out first, and then we'll get started, and I'll show you guys how this interior transforms. Let's go ahead and grab the vacuum. We're gonna keep cleaning this stuff out. And guys, just remember that everything that I use here, I do this very frequently. obviously, for the channel. So the power washer helps things to go faster. The bigger vacuum helps things to go faster. The air compressor helps things to go faster. These are not necessities, but I'm showing you tips and tricks that you can use. But again, this stuff can all be done on a super tight budget, smaller vacuum, just a regular hose that you have at your house. So keep that stuff in mind when you get some tips and tricks from me. Finish up a couple things on the interior, and then the car will be fully cleaned, and we'll move on to the next step. One tip that I like to use for the interior is pretty much just a liquid, whatever soap you want to use, and a microfiber. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I just ran out of my all-purpose spray because I use it all the time, but we do have these on the site still for sale. If you guys don't know, we have a small little detail line that we're trying out. There's only about 50 bottles left of each, so make sure to jump on the site and grab yours, but we're gonna be using some Meguiar's interior detailer. But of course, guys, if you wanna help support the channel and get entered into the current giveaway, go jump on the site and grab any of the detail products. Door jambs are all cleaned up, interior is cleaned up, vacuumed out, and sprayed down. So let's clean the windows really quick. As you can see, these are really streaked up and nasty. You can see this window is really nice and dirty. Take a microfiber using this Worth glass cleaner. Take your wet side, clean your window, and then flip to a dry side, and that's how you're gonna get a streak-free clean on your windows every time. So up next, we're gonna get the car up in the air. Again, you don't need a lift, but I'm gonna use my lift because I spent a lot of money on it and we're gonna use it and it's gonna make my job easier. But you guys don't need it. Let's get it up in the air and address some things on the front end. You guys see me say it a lot, and it is a very cheap and effective way to completely transform the front end of your car. Remove the front plate. All right, that is off and it looks way better, especially on this car on a budget. But up next, we're gonna address these headlights real quick. I'm gonna show you the quickest and easiest way to temporarily clean up your headlights. So like I said, you can sand them down and go through the whole process, or you can tape off and do a quick little fix and get yourself some clear coat. We're using Diamond High Finish. You can get the stuff at some different stores, so any clear coat will really do, but you wanna use a good clear coat. Let's go ahead and put a fat coat on here, and I'll show you guys how these look after we're done. And there we go. As you guys can see, very quick and easy and effective way to bring some new life back into your headlights. How long it'll last, I don't exactly know. That is a wrap on the front headlights. I hope you guys can take some tips and tricks from this and apply it to yourself. And again, take everything I say with a grain of salt and do whatever you want to do on your own cars. But these are just some ideas that I'm spitting out there for you guys. So now that the headlights are cleaned up, we have Meguiar's Ultimate Black Plastic Restorer. We're gonna be using this with a little applicator. So let's go ahead and apply this and show you guys the before and after. Up next, we're gonna remove these old stickers that are kind of just nasty, crusty. There is cleaner ways to do that, but for now, we're just gonna scratch that off because this is a very old sticker just falling apart. Once that sits for a second, just wipe it and see how much you can get off. created a little bit more of a mess than I anticipated, but it still comes right off with this stuff. Then you want to take a little rubbing compound. Well, that is a little embarrassing, but we ended up burning through the paint a little bit. That's why you test this stuff out on 300,000-mile Honda Civics that are getting sold or getting used and abused for a daily commuter. But I tried to wet sand and buff some of the rest of the residue that was there, and it didn't go according to plan because this sticker was super caked on there, and unfortunately sometimes there's just nothing you can do to save it. At least from my knowledge, I know, like I said, I don't know everything. So when something like this happens, you take your favorite sticker or magnet and you just call it a day and move on. And last but not least, let's address the wheel situation. The cheapest and easiest way, I think, to fix up some hubcaps like this, it's not really worth it to take them all off, sand them down, respray them. The time and effort that you go through for that, I mean, you can do that, it would be cheaper, but the time and effort and energy, I just don't think is worth it. We just went and picked up a brand new set of hubcaps for this car, and these were only about $50. So very budget, cheap, affordable option. I know a lot of you guys kind of hate hubcaps, but on cars like these, daily drivers, commuters that you want to make look a little better, and you don't have a ton of time to spend on stuff like this, just grab a new set of hubcaps from any auto parts store and crack these old ones off, throw the new ones right on, and call it a day. So I'm going to show you guys how crappy and old and beat up these old ones are, and then we're going to rip them off, throw the new ones on, and I'll show you guys how that turns out. A lot of you guys commented in the past about how ugly the steely looks behind the hubcap, so we're gonna clean that up a little bit. You just gotta sand it down, prep it, and then put a couple bags behind the open spots to cover over the brakes, or rags back there, and then just do a quick little spray. We're just gonna cover some of the wheel. We're not gonna go crazy. These are just steelies just to make it look a little bit better. Just give it a quick coat, one or two. It levels itself out, looks really good. Well, that is a wrap on the $100-ish transformation on this Honda Civic. I really think it made a pretty drastic difference. Even though a lot of it was cleaning, you can see that that goes a long way in the budget. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Drop a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to see more budget-minded automotive content like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Be sure to jump over to simplebuilds.shop and get entered into winning that VW GTi. That is our current giveaway promotion. That is our current giveaway car. Really excited to see that car go to one of you guys very soon. Once again, I hope you enjoyed today's upload. Please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning into this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.